flood myths all over the world. God gets fed up, floods it.
It all happened in such an extraordinarily short amount of time. If this water drained away just like that, wouldn't we expect to see some turbulence?
Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, "I'm going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around. Put a door in the side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens. In the shadows of time, within the whispers of ancient civilizations, lie haunting tales of cataclysmic floods. Across distant lands, diverse cultures share eerie narratives of divine retribution, heroic survival, and the clinical nature of existence. In numerous flood myths, a cataclysmic deluge is brought about as divine retribution or purification, leading to the destruction of life on earth. Then a benevolent deity or divine being often warns a chosen individual or group about the impending flood, instructing them to build an ark or vessel to survive. From the Epic of Gilgamesh, where a righteous king faces divine wrath, to the Hindu myth of Matsya, where a fish avatar warns of impending doom, these flood myths capture the imagination. The Popol Vuh of the Mayans and the story of Nuwa and Fuxi in Chinese mythology flood stories add to the mysterious tales. As we embark on a journey through these tales, we unlock the secrets of humanity's shared fears and timeless quest to understand the forces of nature. Brace yourself for a glimpse into the mysteries of ancient flood myths, where echoes from the past seem to resonate through time. In this video, we will dive into each civilization's flood myth and see what they all have in common. Our first stop will take us to the land of ancient Sumeria, where over 4,000 years ago, the Epic of Gilgamesh unraveled. Join us as we follow the valiant King Gilgamesh and his loyal companion Enkidu on thrilling adventures. Encounter the enigmatic flood tablet, where a wise man named Utnapishtim heeds divine warnings and constructs a colossal boat to safeguard his family and a myriad of animals from an impending cataclysmic flood. Next, we will venture into the rich tapestry of Hindu mythology, where more than 2,000 years ago, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu Matsya delivers a divine message to the virtuous man Manu. As the world faces devastation, witness Manu's brave act of building a boat to preserve the seeds of plants and the 7 great sages, ensuring their survival. Our journey then leads us to the sacred verses of the Maya civilization's Popol Vuh, dating back over 1,500 years ago. Explore the captivating creation of the world and the daring escapades of the hero twins, Hunahpu and Xbalanque. Unravel the divine decision to unleash a great flood, clearing the path for the emergence of the first humans from sacred maze. As we continue our voyage, we dive into the realms of Chinese mythology, where over 4,000 years ago, the poignant tale of Nuwa and Fuxi unfolds. Witness their unwavering resilience as they become the sole survivors of a devastating flood, fostering the propagation of humanity and laying the foundation of Chinese civilization. Could these narratives be linked to actual geological events, where ancient floods shaped early human societies? Well, let's find out. The Sumerian deluge story, also known as the Eridu Genesis, stands as one of the earliest recorded flood myths, dating back to 4,000 years ago. Preserved in cuneiform tablets, this epic tale unfolds in ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. In this captivating narrative, we encounter the hero Ziusudra, also known as Atrahasis or Utnapishtim, a great and just man favored by the gods. The gods, disturbed by the increasing noise and chaos caused by humanity, resolve to send a catastrophic flood to wipe out humankind. Warned by the god Enki, Ziusudra embarks on a divine mission to save himself, his family, and various artisans and craftsmen. He is instructed to construct a massive boat, known as a preserver of life, which will serve as an ark to withstand the gods' wrathful waters. The flood unleashed by the gods is fierce and all-encompassing, inundating the earth for 7 days and nights. After the waters recede, Ziusudra emerges as the lone survivor, having weathered the cataclysm that had engulfed humanity. To commemorate his faith and survival, the gods grant Ziusudra immortality, elevating him to the ranks of the divine. The Mesopotamian Enuma Elish tablet, the ancient Sumerians' creation myth, offers another remarkable account of a devastating flood. Dating back to the 18th century BCE, this epic unfolds with a celestial battle between powerful deities. The narrative commences with the primordial gods Apsu and Tiamat, representing the fresh and salt water respectively, mingling to create the cosmos. Their union brings forth the younger gods, who become a source of noise and disruption, disturbing Apsu. Fueled by anger, Apsu resolves to destroy his offspring, but his plans are thwarted by the god Ea, who slays Apsu. Tiamat, in grief and rage, seeks revenge against the younger gods for Apsu's demise. She creates an army of monstrous creatures to wage war against them. The gods, fearful of Tiamat's wrath, seek a hero to defend them, and Marduk, the god of Babylon, volunteers for this formidable task. Marduk valiantly confronts Tiamat, engaging her in a ferocious battle. He emerges victorious, slaying the primordial goddess and splitting her body into two halves to form the heavens and the earth. The remains of Tiamat's body are used to create humanity, and Marduk takes his place as the supreme ruler of the cosmos. In the aftermath of this titanic struggle, the gods grow weary of humanity's clamor and plot to eradicate them with a flood. The god Ea, seeking to protect humanity, secretly warns a noble sage named Utnapishtim about the impending deluge. Utnapishtim, advised to build an ark, gathers his family, livestock, and craftsmen, just as the floodwaters begin to surge. For 7 days and nights, the torrential waters engulf the earth, decimating all life. But as the flood subsides, Utnapishtim's boat comes to rest on a mountaintop, sparing him and his companions. Moved by Utnapishtim's righteousness and resourcefulness, the gods grant him and his wife immortality, setting them as the only mortals to achieve eternal life. The parallels between the Sumerian deluge story and the Mesopotamian Enuma Elish and the biblical account of Noah's Ark are striking. The ancient Mesopotamian civilizations held these flood narratives close to their cultural and religious beliefs. Moving on. In the sacred texts of Hinduism, an enchanting tale of divine intervention unfolds through the story of Matsya dated back 6th century BCE, the first of the 10 incarnations, avatars, of Lord Vishnu. This ancient Vedic flood legend can be found in the epic scriptures, particularly the Matsya Purana and the Bhagavata Purana. According to the legend, the universe undergoes cycles of creation and destruction, and in one such epic, the world is on the verge of a colossal flood. At this time, the virtuous king Manu, also known as Satyavrata or Vivasvata Manu, diligently performs his sacred duties and observes righteous conduct. Manu's devotion to Dharma, righteousness, and his compassion toward all living beings make him worthy of divine grace. One day, while Manu is performing his ablutions, washing himself in the river, he finds a small fish swimming inside his cupped hands. To his astonishment, the fish speaks to him, revealing its divine identity as Lord Vishnu. Understanding the impending catastrophe, Matsya imparts the divine message to Manu, forewarning him of a great flood that will submerge the world and wipe out all life. Instructing Manu to build a colossal boat, Matsya advises him to gather the seeds of all plants and one pair of each living creature on earth. This ark is to serve as a sanctuary for the survival of humanity and the preservation of diverse life forms during the deluge. Manu, devoted to his duties, follows the divine guidance and begins constructing the immense vessel. As he collects and nurtures the diverse flora and fauna, the world witnesses the signs of an impending catastrophe, torrential rains, raging seas, and the cosmic dissolution of the universe. As the catastrophic floodwaters surge, the mighty Matsya assumes his true form as a giant fish and arrives at the side of Manu's boat. The boat, with Manu, his family, and the animals aboard, is securely fastened to Matsya's horn, ensuring their safety amid the raging waters. For 1,000 years the flood rages, and during this time, Manu gains divine wisdom from the conversations he holds with the wise sage Vashishta, who resides with him on the ark. The flood finally subsides, and the boat comes to rest on the Himalayan mountains. With the world restored, Matsya Avatar blesses Manu and his family, and instructs them to repopulate the earth and propagate the essence of Dharma. Thus, the cycle of creation and preservation continues, and humanity rises anew. The tale of Matsya Avatar, the fish incarnation of Lord Vishnu, holds deep significance in Hindu mythology. It symbolizes the preservation of righteousness and the eternal battle between good and evil. Deep within the heart of Mesoamerica lies the Popol Vuh, the sacred book of the Mayan civilization. Written by a Mayan author between 1554 and 1558 BCE, within its poetic verses, the epic tale of creation, and the recurring cycles of destruction and renewal come to life. According to the Popol Vuh, the gods attempted to create humans several times, but their creations proved to be ungrateful and lacked the ability to praise and worship the gods. Dissatisfied with their previous attempts, the gods decided to bring forth a new human race, one that would embody reverence and respect for the divine. In the first of the creation attempts, the gods used mud to shape the first humans. However, these mud beings proved to be unstable and crumbled into pieces, unable to sustain life or acknowledge their creators. The gods made a second attempt, this time forming humans from wood. Yet these wooden beings lacked movement, thoughts, and emotions, leaving them empty shells without purpose or vitality. In the third attempt, the gods fashioned beings out of stone. These stone humans were rigid and cold, with no capacity for gratitude or love for their creators. Disheartened by their failures, the gods sought divine counsel and wisdom, a substance that symbolized the essence of life and nourishment. These maize humans possessed the qualities desired by the gods, demonstrating gratitude and reverence. Pleased with this creation, the gods endowed the maize humans with life and wisdom. However, harmony did not prevail for long, as the gods discovered that humans possess powers beyond their expectations. To prevent humans from becoming equal to the gods, the divine beings decided to cloud their understanding, limiting their knowledge and wisdom. In the vast pantheon of Aztec deities, Tlaloc, the god of rain and water, held a significant place. The Aztecs believed that Tlaloc was a powerful and temperamental god who played a crucial role in the fertility of the land and the prosperity of their civilization. According to Aztec legend, Tlaloc could bring both life and destruction through the rains he controlled. When pleased, he blessed the earth with bountiful rains, ensuring fertile lands and abundant crops. However, when angered or displeased, he could unleash devastating floods and destructive storms, punishing humanity for their transgressions. The Aztecs viewed Tlaloc as a stern deity who demanded offerings and sacrifices to appease his volatile nature. In times of drought or famine, the people would entreat Tlaloc for his mercy, offering him valuable items, crops, and sometimes even human sacrifices. However, despite the reverence and offerings, there were instances when Tlaloc's wrath could not be averted. The Aztecs believed that during ancient times, Tlaloc once unleashed a great deluge upon the world as a punishment for human arrogance and ingratitude. The floodwaters inundated the land, washing away villages and claiming countless lives. In the aftermath of this cataclysmic flood, the survivors rebuilt their world, forever mindful of Tlaloc's power and the importance of showing reverence and gratitude to the gods. The memory of the Great Deluge served as a cautionary tale, reinforcing the Aztecs' belief in the cyclical nature of existence and the gods' ability to bring both blessings and retribution upon humanity. The Mesoamerican flood myths of the Mayans and Aztecs convey profound insights into their cultural beliefs, spirituality, and worldview. These myths reflect the delicate balance between humans and the forces of nature, as well as the ever-present struggle to appease divine powers. Within the mysteries of Chinese mythology lies the captivating tale of Fuxi and Nuwa, written 200 BCE. It talks about two divine siblings who played a pivotal role in the post-flood era, nurturing civilization and fostering the growth of humanity. According to ancient Chinese legends, in the distant past, a great flood swept across the earth, engulfing the lands and drowning all living beings. The flood was brought forth by divine wrath, signaling a need to cleanse the world of its impurities and excesses. In the aftermath of the cataclysmic flood, the earth lay barren, devoid of life. Fuxi and Nuwa, deities with the combined forms of humans and serpents, emerged as the sole survivors of the deluge. Recognizing the need to repopulate the world and rekindle the spirit of civilization, they set forth on a divine mission to accomplish this sacred task. As brother and sister, Fuxi and Nuwa understood the necessity of unity and cooperation in the endeavor of rebuilding the world. With profound wisdom and divine creativity, they set out to craft humanity anew, breathing life into clay figures they lovingly shaped with their own hands. The siblings exhibited complementing qualities. Fuxi symbolized the yang, representing masculinity, strength, and order, while Nuwa personified the yin, representing femininity, compassion, and balance. Together, they formed a harmonious union, embodying the fundamental forces that governed the cosmos. Fuxi and Nuwa taught the newly created humans essential skills and knowledge: fishing, hunting, and family life. As humanity flourished, Fuxi introduced the invention of writing and imparted the understanding of music and divination, further elevating their civilization. The divine siblings not only played the role of progenitors, but also became compassionate protectors of humanity. They intervened during times of strife and offered guidance, fostering a harmonious relationship between humans and the divine. In addition to their benevolence toward humans, Fuxi and Nuwa nurtured the welfare of all living creatures, ensuring a harmonious balance in the natural world. Nuwa, in particular, is renowned for repairing the heavens and restoring the broken pillars that support the sky. As the ages passed, Fuxi and Nuwa continued to be venerated as the progenitors of humankind and the embodiment of the duality of the cosmos. Their legacy endured in Chinese culture, with numerous temples and shrines dedicated to their honor. Diving into African mythology, the Zulu people of southern Africa hold an ancient oral tradition that speaks of their first human ancestor, Unkulunkulu, and the cataclysmic event of a great flood. The Zulu creation myth of Unkulunkulu predates the advent of Christianity. The oral traditions and mythology of the Nguni peoples, including the Zulu, were passed down through generations long before the introduction of written records or the influence of Christianity. According to Zulu mythology, Unkulunkulu is revered as the primordial being, the progenitor of all human life, and the ultimate creator. The word Unkulunkulu translates to the Great One, or the most ancient one, reflecting his status as the originator of humanity. The Zulu flood myth recounts how, in the distant past, the world was filled with chaos and disorder. Unkulunkulu, residing in the heavens, perceived the suffering and darkness enveloping the earth and took it upon himself to restore order and create a harmonious world. To accomplish this monumental task, Unkulunkulu descended from the heavens to the earth, bringing with him the seeds of all life and the knowledge needed to nurture and sustain it. As he traversed the earth, he molded the first humans, breathing life into them and endowing them with the gifts of language, culture, and the knowledge of agriculture and hunting. The harmony of Unkulunkulu's creation was, however, short-lived. As humanity multiplied and spread across the land, discord and strife emerged. Witnessing the unfolding chaos, Unkulunkulu decided to intervene once more to restore balance and discipline. To achieve this, Unkulunkulu called upon the forces of nature to cleanse the earth and remove the impurities caused by human transgressions. He commanded the heavens to open, and torrential rains poured forth, engulfing the land in an immense deluge. The great flood ravaged the earth, erasing the tainted aspects of humanity and providing an opportunity for renewal. Amidst the tumultuous floodwaters, Unkulunkulu ensured that a select few of the most virtuous and righteous individuals found refuge on high mountaintops or within vessels constructed to withstand the flood's fury. These chosen survivors, with Unkulunkulu's protection, emerged from the floodwaters, laying the foundations for the continuation of human civilization. The Zulu people, in reverence to Unkulunkulu and the memory of the Great Flood, passed down this oral tradition through generations. The myth embodies the teachings of morality, discipline, and the consequences of human actions. It serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of life and the necessity for respect and harmony within the world. The Zulu myth of Unkulunkulu and the Great Flood exemplifies the wisdom and cultural heritage of African civilizations, highlighting their deep connection to the land and their profound understanding of the natural world. This ancient oral tradition stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of African mythology and the timeless quest to comprehend the mysteries of existence and the origins of humanity. The prevalence of flood myths across diverse ancient civilizations raises intriguing questions about the potential for a common source or shared cultural exchanges. A comparative analysis of these flood narratives reveals striking similarities and underlying themes that transcend geographical and cultural boundaries. In numerous flood myths, a cataclysmic deluge is brought about as divine retribution or purification, leading to the destruction of life on Earth. A benevolent deity or divine being often warns a chosen individual or group about the impending flood, instructing them to build an ark or vessel to survive. The preservation of humanity and animals is a common motive, with the survivors often carrying seeds, livestock, and craftspeople to repopulate the world. The flood is perceived as an act of divine intervention, brought about to either punish human transgressions or initiate a renewal of the world. Many flood myths feature a heroic figure who demonstrates righteousness, resourcefulness, and piety, becoming the chosen instrument for the preservation of life. Following the flood, there is a theme of renewal and rebirth, symbolizing the cyclical nature of existence and the opportunity for a fresh start. Geological and climatic evidence provides intriguing insights into the possibility of ancient cataclysmic events influencing flood stories. Scientific research indicates that during the last ice age, approximately 12,000 to 17,000 years ago, large ice caps covered vast regions of the Earth's surface. As the climate warmed, these ice caps began to melt, leading to a significant rise in sea levels. This process might have caused localized or regional floods that left profound impacts on ancient communities. Additionally, the occurrence of tsunamis and megafloods, triggered by seismic events or the sudden release of glacial lakes, could have resulted in catastrophic flooding events, influencing flood myths in regions affected by such occurrences. The possibility of cometary or meteorite impacts cannot be ruled out in ancient history. Such extraterrestrial events could have caused widespread devastation and triggered floods, leaving a lasting imprint on the collective memory of human civilizations. As we reach the end of this captivating journey through ancient flood myths, we stand in awe of the enduring power of these age-old tales. The ancient flood myths, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Popol Vuh, predate the biblical flood narrative found in the Book of Genesis. This fact is significant because it demonstrates that flood stories were already part of human cultural heritage long before the biblical account was written down. These myths echo through the ages, reminding us of the cyclical nature of life and the forces that shape our existence. They speak of divine retribution and the quest for righteousness, of humanity's resilience in the face of adversity. They teach us to cherish the harmony between humans and nature, to seek renewal after destruction. Why did these floods happen? Did they share one common story? As we journey onward, let us carry with us the timeless wisdom of these ancient flood myths, for they are not merely tales of the past, but guiding beacons illuminating the path to a better future. Let us learn from the past for a better future. So thank you, my friends, for joining me today. Please hit that subscribe button and the like button. It helps me make more of these videos, and remember to always seek the truth.